Hello and welcome to the DFS PhD show for today, September 4th, if this is working. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's going to win that money. Might as well be us. Thought we had started the broadcast, right? Yeah. So if I go to just any other thing, it'll be broadcasting it, hopefully. Is this? No, this isn't what I was on. Is Chrome? It had the... Saber sim up. Yep. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Oh, this is very engaging. Here we go. All right, so I have the actual information up on the screen to an extent. Maybe I'm visible to you. Maybe it is visible to you. I don't know. I can't really tell. I'm going to do a short one because that's kind of not the best circumstance too. Oh man, why is this not even showing the stuff, man? Okay. Ranked by projected score? I don't want projected score. I want Saber score. But also, let's go over and see. I think I was it maybe I was in this? Yeah, here we go. That's how I found the app that I'm using to project this to you today. Also, I should remind everyone, I am on Stake Kings if you like my stuff, but right now everything is sold out because it's tonight and everybody's been paying attention to this for a long time. Sorry I didn't get this video to you, but yeah, I put in stuff up for WNBA a lot. I guess that's probably pretty much over. Tennis again soon. Not as much. Tennis is pretty much over too. But welcome back, guys. I really do have to run the contest sims. That's disappointing. Don't want to start off with a boring thing for you, but that's what we have to do. I thought it had done that earlier. I don't have very many rules today. My rules today are essentially just make sure you set a limit for how much you want to win, and you're very careful with it. So my one rule is I want to have about $100,000. I literally 20.2 is what I estimate it takes. You can go to my sheets.google and check out, you can, do this math yourself. I did it just a second ago, and guess what? It's the same as it was last year. 20.2 still works to have an expected dupes of about 12, which means you win about $100,000. So that's my goal for tonight. $100,000 would be very nice. Set the whole year up nicely. I can look at the entry exposure. Yeah, so that's all right. So for a slate like this, besides just, I only got one rule so far. You need to pay attention to pricing. It's a new year and people are going to be priced unusually. So you can take advantage of it. Like, there are guys who are $200 on the slate who probably will see the field. So let's look at the values. I didn't emphasize them, and they're not going to be available as captains, obviously. But these guys like Brevin Spanford or Darius Cooper are hugely important to this slate at 4% owned, at 3% owned, because, I had this up on all the other websites, but here I just have a weather report. But if we go up to, what is it, Dallas? Yeah, Dallas snap counts. And we look at Dallas. Speaking of, we got a long bomb there. Knockdown. Looking at the sims, of course. Okay, so Dallas, and we get to 2024. Let's look at their tight ends. How many tight ends are they running? Oh, these are snaps. I don't care about snaps as much as targets, because at $200, that's what we need. We need this guy to catch one catch. So, yeah, in these games where he gets a catch, it's not always somebody is missing, right? Somebody goes down injured maybe in some of them, but also tight end is the place where you get the most injuries. The main thing to recognize is there is a 3 tight end set that everybody has in their offense, and they run it down by the goal line. So this is my favorite rant. You try the failed sim, but also I don't care about that one. No, don't do all of them, just the one. That's a little annoying. It filled 5,000 with the rule? That's cool. Earlier it was pretty limited. I added a couple of captains in. Let me tell you a little bit about where the exposures got to a little earlier. Obviously, you've heard the rant. I'm playing a lot of Brevin Spanford. The reason, of course, being that he's going to get maybe a target, maybe two. He's definitely going to run routes. He's going to be out there. He's going to run a couple routes. And you know where they're going to be? They're going to be at the goal line. So, yeah, okay, probably doesn't catch a catch today. If he does, could be a really important catch. Similar guys are... So, the other big take I got is I don't know what's going on in this Dallas backfield. These guys are all old and not good, and I don't think Javonte Williams is that much better than Miles Sanders, is that much better than Hunter Lipke is, like, fine. Like, who else? They got other guys, right? Like, I think there should be more people in the backfield here. Let me look at it. For the boys. Because, yeah, there's just... I'm not convinced, as the field is, about this Javonte Williams situation. I don't really think it makes as much sense. Eagles captain is the highest ROI thing? What? What are these lineups? That doesn't sound right. I have to look at more things about these lineups. Salaries are all not ridiculous. Okay. Well.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, me too. Okay, so, all right. Now we've got some new exposures that are, I guess, pretty comparable. Yeah, pretty much across the board comparable to my earlier exposures. Just slightly different in parts. Oh, right. I added some more. Oh, right. I added players, but that was earlier, I thought. Because I was getting on a rant there about the backups, right? So besides the backup of Miles Sanders, you also have Jaden Blue, who's like clearly overpriced. Like might not play very much at all, right? But I don't know. How sure am I that he doesn't play? Not that sure. That's my general point here. I think you should have a little smidge of all these random guys who are playing behind. Never been a workhorse, I don't think, Javonte Williams, right? He's always had like a Jaleel McLaughlin character or someone else to do the ball catching. And I mean, is that Miles Sanders? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know which one of these guys it is. But if it's one of them getting a lot of snaps, they're going to be low owned because they're super badly priced, right? I mean, Miles Sanders 4%, Jaden Blue 1.5%. That sounds right to me. But still, compared to what do we got? This is ridiculous. Where is the main guy? I probably don't have very much of him. Yeah, 5-6%. Because he's 30% owned in a timeshare with two other guys. I mean, like, yeah, okay, maybe he's the guy. I should probably have a little bit more of him. But I don't know the extent to which he's the guy. Doesn't seem like he's that great of a guy. Okay, good. We got a couple captain shares. That's exactly what I would want to see. You know what? Let's pop this in the old save bin. Because apparently the last time I saved, it was like not a contest sim. But yeah, that's pretty much my take for these big slates. You play the weird tight ends and you play the weird running backs and you print because those guys are in the heavy formations. And that's when you get the money. You get the money at the goal line. 6 points is a lot of points for any of these guys at the bottom. So I should show you that's got to be where a ton of my leverage is coming. Because, I've said make these rare lineups. Make sure we're going to win $100,000. You know who's going to win us $100,000? Frickin' Span Ford or Tolbert. Or Kevontae Turpin, but everybody hasn't. Hunter Lipke, or Miles Sanders, or Jaden Blue. It doesn't have to be one of them. You don't have to die on a hill. Just make sure you got a lot of little hills. Make sure you got the whole battle set up. You know what I mean? Like, take a bunch of shots. Like, obviously, look at the guys at the top. These are all expected to be 100K lineups, and I'm still jamming Saquon, jamming Hurts and Prescott, jamming A.J. Brown, jamming C.D. Lamb, jamming Pickens, jamming Goddard, jamming Devonta Smith. These are the guys you would expect. You just have to sprinkle. In every lineup, you need a rando. You need a Kylan Granson. Might not take a snap. I don't know. I don't know where he is in the pecking order. But you don't either. Like, he's new. My general assessment, by the way, I like the guy. So that's not going to be a mistake. I'm going to have Kylan Granson in the final projections here. Including him is on purpose. Exact same reason on the other side as Spanford on this side. Except a little bit dicier as to whether or not he sees any snaps at all, any targets at all, any routes at all. Because they don't run as many 3-wide sets. I had that up on the other. Let me look at it. If we go over to Philly. Boy, I hope this is screen recording. This is my third attempt, and it will be the final attempt. You can probably hear in my voice. I'm tired of it, man. I've been doing too much BS. The fix to my desktop did not work. I'm a little upset. So last year, They didn't ever run the third tight end out there. I mean, there was 1 week where Stoll played. Probably somebody else got hurt, I would guess. Jenkins got a target. It was rare. It's rarer for the Philly guy to get that work as opposed to the Dallas guy. The Dallas guy, they like to run that third tight end out there. They like to run that crazy heavy set and have the guys get the catch. Like, you probably remember one, right? Like, didn't Spanford get a crazy catch last year? I vaguely remember an important one to him. That's not why we do anything, though, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much, let's look at the leverage. Let's see what we're not doing, because that, if you're familiar with the show, you know where this is headed. It's headed to patting ourselves on the back for exactly what we want to do. I can't remember a time where I've been like, oh no, let me make sure I include blank. Yes, fading Javonte Williams. You should. Fading Jalen Hurts in flex. You fade him in flex. I better go over here to captain and see that I'm overweight to Jalen Hurts in captain, because he's incredible. Yes, he's not on the under leverage list. On captain, he's on the over leverage list. This is why SaberSim's awesome, because in the background it knows I want the best plays. I want them in captain. So that's what we're going to have in captain. And Saquon, I think, is overpriced. So that's why I would be happy to be under the field for him. But yeah, Hurts, CD, AJB, those are our positive leverage plays. Also fine with Eagles defense. Dallas is not imputing that many points. And honestly, I'm not impressed by this Dallas team when I've had a look at it. They're going to... Because, if CD's the only guy, I mean, that's probably rude to somebody. But pretty much, you don't have to worry about the other. As Pickens is who I'm dissing here a little bit, but I think they're going to be able to scheme CD sometimes. Maybe not this specific guys. I don't know how good these guys are at that sort of a thing, but I'm worried. I'm a little bit worried about the CD situation. And yeah, just because I'm not 100% sure this is recording, I am going to wrap it up at this time and say, hey, remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be us. Yeah, we'll see you next time for the classic slate. Probably put that up tomorrow or the next day. Yep.